the Hizen, a ship that I've always pronounced the Hizen, so that's what you're going to hear. It's a tier 9 Japanese battleship that, to be honest, has a lot more flaws than strengths going for it. It has a poor top speed, poor concealment, a poor AA suite, poor accuracy and reload on its main guns, and honestly more it could go over, with mediocre overall armor and health. However, the one big strength is that it has 12 16-inch guns, meaning that it can dish out a lot of pain when the shells actually land. It's a ship that, despite its flaws, which again are a lot, I actually enjoy playing, and so I'll show it off for you here today. Here's my equipment and captain build for reference. So this is a ship that is interesting, to say the least. If you heard my overview of this, it is overall a solid ship. Solid's almost stretching it a little bit. It's really what it has going for it is that it has a lot of guns. 12 guns, 12 16-inch guns at tier 9 is not bad. The problem is basically everything else on the ship is not very good. Yeah, so this ship is not very fast. Its armor is decent, but you know, in this kind of matchup, it's not the best. The accuracy on the guns is not good. So despite having 12 guns, you're not going to land a lot of shots reliably. And it doesn't really have anything else going for it. Like, it has bad concealment. The gun range is okay, but not spectacular. It only has like a normal heal, a normal spotter plane. So it's really just, you're in it for the guns and not much else. Doesn't have good secondaries either. No torpedoes. Just it doesn't really have a gimmick besides just having a lot of guns. And yeah, surprisingly enough, I actually had my damage record across my profile for a long time was in this ship. I recently surpassed that with the Willem de Erst, because that ship is kind of cracked. And I was thinking about playing that for this battle, but like I said in my Men of Van Cohorn video, I didn't want to go 2 Dutch ships back to back. I kind of want to like keep going, like keep mixing things about every time I do a new episode. Like, try not to do the same nation, try not to do the same class of ship each time. And let's see if I can get. That's probably gonna go low on that Marlboro. Anyway, I got a Citadel, so on the Marlboro. I don't know why I can't really say that name all that well, but the cigar company ship over there. Although I'm assuming it's actually named after like a British town or someplace, like the actual Marlborough. I don't know where that is in England, but it's probably somewhere in England, I would have to guess. Probably not. Well, I assume the cigar company, tobacco company, whatever it is, they're probably also named after the British locale that I assume that's named after. Anyway, sidetrack there, but the Marlborough and this thing, the Hizen, are both dockyard ships, old dockyard ships. This one was, I think, winter 2020 was when this was offered. That Minnesota is not having a good day. And then I think the Marlborough was the year after, I want to say. I don't remember for sure, but I think it was. Yeah, this is one of the few ships that I actually paid money for. I haven't paid too much money in this game, but this is one of the ones because I wanted to get it because of like one of the first dockyard ships that was offered. And the year before was the Puerto Rico dockyard. And for those who don't know, the Puerto Rico, which is a tier 10 American large cruiser, was the first ever dockyard, and it was quote unquote free. It was gettable through, like, you didn't have to pay any money, unlike every dockyard and you didn't have to pay doubloons, I should say. To, like, pretty much every dockyard since is required to have doubloons to to progress at least like 2 or 3 stages in order to unlock the ship. The Hawaii, or not the Hawaii, sorry, I'm looking at the Hawaii. The Puerto Rico was the first and also the exception, as every stage could be unlocked for free. However, the grind for those stages was absurd. I was knee-deep in that grind. Unfortunately, I was still in school at that time, and I had to go back to school on like the last week of the stages, so I got through like 5 of the 6 stages, or however many stages it was, up until I had to go back to school, and then I couldn't get the last stage, and I have been forever miffed about it. So when the Hizen came along, I was like, I really want to get a dockyard ship, and it was only like $10, I'm pretty sure, that I had to pay for, so it wasn't a lot, because I grinded the rest of the stages, which were a lot easier. Like, compared to the Puerto Rico, every other dockyard since is significantly easier, and it only costs like 10,000 doubloons total, I think, to... Actually, no, it only costs like 5,000 for the starter packs, now that I think about it. Not a lot, basically. And I actually didn't get the current dockyard ship for this winter. The Roussillon, I think is how you pronounce it. The current, it's a tier 9 French battleship that didn't look too appealing to me. I mean, look, from what I could tell, it was okay. It was like a weird mix of an Alsace and a Flandre, or like an Alsace and a Champagne, I should say. I think the guns are the same as the Champagne, but it has 9 of them instead of the 8 that the Champagne does. And I think it's on an Alsace hull. I already have the Jean Bart and the Bourgogne, so like I just didn't really feel like getting another non-tech tree French battleship, especially for having to pay like 5,000 doubloons for. I have plenty from the Grand Voyage event, the like sort of 10th anniversary one, because you could get like 20,000 doubloons. That's gonna hurt. Never mind. Like over the span of a couple months, which has been very handy for various things. And yeah, Wargaming has been very generous this year, I feel like, with giving out free stuff. Like maybe not just pure ships, but like the amount of doubloons I've gotten from just various free stuff and like other random goodies that I've gotten playing through the year have been a nice change of pace. I'm by no means a Wargaming shill. I would certainly love it if they just gave me free stuff anyway, but it's just my observations after playing this game for a long time.
Here comes the aeroplane.
That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurt a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of free stuff this year, which makes sense because it's the 10th anniversary year for World of Warships. But anyway, I have been very I just have not been talking about this battle at all because, to be honest, not much interesting has happened. I've just been getting some good damage chunks here and there as the team has just folded around me. Luckily, the top flank has been doing well. It's just there was not much resistance up there from what I can tell. At least, again, been doing good damage with every salvo I can. It's just that I have to kite all these guys. And I don't want to like turn back in too much because there's the Yamato right over there. And also the Shinano. But at the same time, I want to get all my guns to bear. So I'm just gonna, do that and hope the Yamato's focused elsewhere. What is he looking at? Not quite sure, to be honest. That was a ship I was thinking about playing the Yamato over this. I have a lot of that still hurt. A lot of Japanese battleships. I was thinking about playing the Issei as well. I like that ship a lot. And I haven't played any tier 6s yet, but I don't know. I just felt like taking out something that's like a little not everyone has. So this might kill me here. Oh no, actually, well, I actually dodged 2 of them. It's probably the follow-up is going to kill me though. Alright, let's turn my guns over here. And just, I guess, shoot the Marlboro again. Marlboro. Yeah, that's going to kill me. Yeah, I hate the Shinano so much. I can get it, but I don't really want to get it because I don't like playing carriers. So just going constant super ships and few destroyers. That seems to be the trend so far of the whole 2 games I've now played. But, it's just kind of how it is sometimes. It's luckily there's no carriers this time. That's one thing shared by most Japanese ships. Sorry, I got distracted by what this Edgar's saying in chat. And yeah, this map is not exactly the best for an Edgar. I hope he's running smoke and not radar. Nope, he's running radar. That's not good for him. But anyway, yeah. Most Japanese ships in the game do not have very good anti-air suites. The Hizen is no exception whatsoever because all of these right here, they do nothing. But yeah, for now, this is going to be a cruiser and battleship fight, which I like. How in the world did I set it all that? I mean, I know it has the Yamato has the whole like cheek thing. So like kind of if you're looking at my ship where my mouse is pointed, kind of around there on the Yamato. It's like angled in such a way that like kind of the angle I fired, it can get a citadel, and I'm assuming that's why that Piedmont just got destroyed by the Iowa. But I'm still really surprised that I citadel the Yamato from that angle because it just did not look like it was going to at all. But hey, I'll take it. The Friedrich is broadside to me. Unfortunately, there's a bit of an island problem in the way. How's that Indiana looking? Yeah, it's looking better than the Mantuffel, that's for sure, in terms of profile that I can do, or that I can shoot at. No Citadel, but pretty good salvo nonetheless. Going to use this island to the best in my advantage. Unfortunately, that Iowa died. And unfortunately, the lower flank is not having a good time either. Did get good damage on that Indiana, that's for sure, though. Alright, this Friedrich. I'm not going to be able to citadel it because that has turtleback armor. But, unfortunately, he's turning. But still, can do a good bit of damage, hopefully. Not really. That's kind of the problem with the Hizen, is that even with the poor angle that the Friedrich had, I still should have hit more than like 3 shots there. It's just the dispersion on this is terrible. Let's actually throw the spotter plane up just to see if we can get something else spotted. Speaking of the Napoli, there's a friendly one. They're kiting well enough. Problem is now I'm in him. Not in a great spot. Don't know what just did hit me for a ton of damage, but can I advance? I'm going to see if I can go forward and turn around. The Yamato's obviously going to shoot me here in a sec, but he's going broadside. So let's see if I can punish him first. Yamato's not even looking at me. Okay, that was a really good salvo. Let's hope, because the Yamato is really bad turret traverse. Let's run into the island instead. Awesome. I moved forward at the worst time possible, and now I beached broadside of the Yamato. The most historically accurate map in the game. Ocean. No islands in sight to block me this time. Although that also means no cover whatsoever. Luckily, no super ships. There is a submarine. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of this map. I don't mind it. Sometimes it's fun, but I feel like more often than not, I just tend to overextend because it's actually a lot smaller than you expect. For a map that is literally just blank water and nothing else. I really should go after that Kitakaze. And of course, the sub's over here as well. Yeah. So I really should go after that because it is over here. 2 hits is nice. That's not gonna hit. I don't know. Oh, I guess the Kitakaze's trying to go for a sub. I mean, if he's just gonna stay spotted, that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, I'm trying to help you, Thrasher. Okay, that was much better. And now the Kitakaze's gone. He might get the Thrasher with his depth charges. Not quite sure. Don't know how many are left, although Thrasher's going the correct direction. So, alright, looks like our buddy in the submarine's going to live. And we got rid of a really annoying destroyer, so I will gladly take that. Enemy submarine's still alive, unfortunately, but yeah, there's... Let's see, can I get this Takahashi before I just get annoyingly wrecked by... Alright, well, I did good damage on him, at least.
Your soul is mine.
I'm gonna take a... Oh, no. Split it just well enough. Alright. I really shouldn't be pushing in. I should be turning around. I just don't want to expose my broadside to all of those ships at the moment. Though... You know what? Full steam ahead. Let's go. Who cares? Get out of here, Takahashi. You're a terrible ship, and I'm going to send you back to port. I would know because I have the ship, and I just completely missed again. Hopefully that plane survives. I would love to get rid of the enemy submarine. The Gizmo's down. That Iowa's actually presenting a pretty nice profile to me at the moment. Alright, that's going to miss, unfortunately. Okay, now the Iowa's turning in, also unfortunately. Alright, well, good news is the Iowa is getting just cross-torped, so it's going to be a little awkward for him to maneuver. I don't really want to send my plane at the moment because of that Iowa, because he's probably going to just shoot it down. However, I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to dodge those submarine torps, though, which is nice. Really, the goal right now is just not get rammed to death by the Iowa, which I'm not going to. Good. Now I experience a big old lag spike, which is awesome. I'm going to assume it's because there's a lot of weather outside of my house. That is like rain and wind. Those are Takahashi torps. Okay, I can deal with those. Alright, I'm alive for the moment. That's going to hurt a lot, probably. Yep. Oh no, actually he's like right on top. Okay, so he's inside 3 kilometers. Good to know. Still floods me, which is unfortunate. And now I'm inside the secondary range of the Ohio. And those might hit me, so I'm probably going to die here. Can I at least get that off? Yes, I can. Okay, yeah, the submarine is like right on top of me right now. Come on, repair, 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 repair. Okay, I get that off. I am somehow still living for the moment. Don't know for how much longer. Got the submarine, let's go. Citadel the Ohio, let's go. Got my heal off, that's also awesome. I'm still probably going to die here in a sec. Alright, the Nutrishimi is actually kind of drawing some fire, which is also cool. Okay, let's pop some shots off at the Pommern. And at the Ohio. Alright, I got one of his guns, that's good. Problem is that Takahashi's probably going to set me on fire. Actually, it was the Ohio secondaries that set me on fire. And I can't repair that at the moment. That's going to hurt as well. Okay, so the fire's probably going to kill me. But I lived for far longer than I was expecting to. Takahashi just got destroyed. That was good to see. Alright. Fortunately, though, I don't think I'm going to live. Man. Only that Ohio didn't set me on fire. Dang. Oh, wait. No! No! Almost. Almost. So that was pretty good. Pretty good, not gonna lie. Let's just hope the team can pull this off. an entirely tier 9 match with another Hizen in it on the enemy team on a really small map. This should be rather interesting. I don't like the sight of a Benham. That ship is ridiculous. Let's see. Do I want to go that way? Do I want to go this way? Might actually switch directions here just because it's probably better to go with the majority of the team. I just cannot get too many fortunate shots at the moment. I don't even know, like, half their team just looks like they're just kind of... I don't even know where they are. We're really controlling this map for the moment. So let's see if I can line this up and do that. Take a shot at my fellow Hizen. I think I'll swing the guns around, actually, because there's more ships on this side than there are on that side. All right, well, I got a hit. Or, well, 3 hits, a damaging hit. All right. That's going to hurt a little bit, but not the worst salvo in the world. That was... might have been the Hizen, might have been the Musashi. I think the Musashi might be using Yamamoto, so... if I see some red tracers come from that direction, I'll know it's the Musashi's running Yamamoto. Because I feel like I saw them earlier, but I might be confusing it with a different battle. Anyway, I might actually be time to turn around. Because I don't really want to push myself into a crossfire. Ow, that was probably the Musashi. Maybe, probably. Alright, let's go dark. Neptune is sailing away. He's out of my gun range, unfortunately. Alright. Let's turn around. Unfortunately, so I don't have the concealment expert skill. My concealment range is terrible. Okay, that Musashi's not running Yamamoto, and he had a bad salvo there. I am very much not be presenting broadside to him, but I will anyway, because whatever. So I'm going to keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Because angling doesn't really matter too much, Sejong. You should also probably pop smoke. Although that Musashi is going for the Pommern for some reason. I mean, he did good damage to the Pommern, but like... you had the broadside Sejong right there. I feel like that would be a juicier target. Alright, let's actually... I'm going to fire one more salvo at AP and switch to HE. Never mind, I'm going to switch back to AP because of that Hizen. I should have waited. Ah, man. Every time. Every time. I mean, the Hizen's probably going to turn. He's also not using the dockyard camo. But I would assume the Hizen is going to turn. He might not. If he doesn't, I'm just going to shoot his broadside and hopefully do some good damage. Please keep him spotted for like 5 more seconds. I would love that. Okay, the Hizen's using Yamamoto. He might be turning. Yeah, he's turning now a little bit, maybe. That might still... it was okay. Could have been better, could have been worse. Turned a little bit, which is unfortunate. The turn just in time to dodge those deep water torps. We got a Tsurugi. That's also a ship you don't see too often. One of the few ships that is not Pan-American that gets deep water torps. Somehow I citadeled the Hizen from that angle. Not quite sure how. That's just kind of World of Warships sometimes. But yeah, the Tsurugi and the Asashio, I think, are the only 2 non-Pan-American ships that get deep water torps, and also not submarines either. Although even then, anyway, I think it's just those 2. I don't think I'm forgetting a third, but I could be wrong. All right, now I actually get to get some spotting damage done because I'm at the front of the pack. That is Izumo's shells, but those are HE shells, so that's whatever. Alright, I'll just keep the Hizen spotted until he dies. Because he can't really do much about this at the moment. Well, I'll probably just finish him off here. Or go. No, let me go for the Victoria. Yeah, that is definitely an Italian battleship hull. Probably a Vittoria hull, I would assume. Alright, this is not bad damage. What's this Musashi doing? He's gonna... Sejong, I don't know if that's the best idea in the world. Because that Musashi can most certainly shoot you. Like that. What? Exactly. I know you're trying to get your torps off, but like, I'd rather you just live than do like 20k damage to the Musashi and die. It's just, it's not a great trade. I know we're actually pretty close to winning at the moment on points, but like, come on, man. I'd stop just in time. Alright, let's see if I can get a shot off on this guy before the Musashi pokes the corner. Alright, now I gotta get the guns back around. Honto did good damage on him. He's actually facing that direction. Okay. Alright, I don't think I can get the cheek pin, so let's try and knock out the gun.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Guns. That's the Hizen kind of, you know, that's the Hizen guns I know. Musashi is 3 kilometers away, and I hit 2 shells aiming right at him. That's a Hizen shot if I've ever seen one. Alright, luckily Lepanto can just do that, and we win. I somehow broke 100k damage on every battle. Yeah. I don't know how. So that was the Hizen. As you can see, it's a okay, I guess, kind of ship. I mean, the guns obviously hit hard and has a lot of them, and that's, you know, pretty helpful at tier 9 because it has equivalent guns to, say, the Montana at tier 10. It's just that it really doesn't have much else going for it, so... You know, in situations where you could wish for better accuracy or like some kind of gimmick, it just doesn't have that. But even still, like I did good damage throughout every single battle. It's just that it's more of a support ship rather than a take the, you know, just completely dominate a flank type of ship. But either way, it was fun to play at least. So I figured I should at least show off some of the good, some of the bad in this game. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Would love some engagement and, you know, maybe tell me what ship to play next. Once again, I have a lot of ships in my port that I would enjoy playing, some more than others. But yeah, that will be for next time. So I think next episode on the channel, I should specify, will either be episode 21 of my Metroid Prime 4 Let's Play, or something else entirely, probably Star Wars related, depending on how fast I can script and edit a video that has been in my mind for a little bit. That'll be for next time, so once again, thank you very much for watching.